Bonjour, comment allez-vous? No, don't worry. This is not an AI speaking. It is just a Frenchman trying his best to speak good English with a bit of an accent. Like many Frenchmen, I fell in love, but not with wine or fashion. I fell in love with technology. 25 years ago, I became passionate about using tech to transform business and make our world more human. I've led teams of thousands implementing AI and automation at McKinsey and EY. That passion led me to write the first book on intelligent automation 5 years ago, making these tools accessible to anyone, anywhere. Last year, I published Irreplaceable, focused on the human skills we need for the future. And most recently, I authored Agentic Artificial Intelligence with 27 brilliant experts. In this short presentation, I will share with you what agentic AI really is, how to implement it, how to lead hybrid teams of humans and agents, and how to scale these transformations successfully and humanely. Remember, when you tried using ChatGPT to plan your vacation, it gave you amazing suggestions, gorgeous beaches, historic sites, and perfect wine tours. The itinerary looked incredible on paper. But when you tried to actually book it, disaster. Half of the hotels were fully booked. Flight connections made no sense. And that hidden gem restaurant closed for renovation. You ended up spending hours fixing everything manually, exactly the tedious work you wanted to avoid and to give to technology. The same happens in business contexts too. Think about financial strategy where AI might suggest brilliant strategies but can't execute the trades. Or supply chain optimization where AI provides recommendations but can't negotiate with suppliers or just handle exceptions. In customer service, AI can draft perfect responses, but it struggles to access the right systems to actually solve customer problems. Does it sound familiar to you? That's because we are building powerful AI tools, but giving them no ability to act in the real world. It's like giving a 3-year-old a Ferrari. Lots of power, but no driver's license. Today, I want to introduce you to the world of AI agents, the next evolution that can actually do things, not just suggest them. And to understand how to succeed with them, we will study the most sophisticated agent ever created, which is you. Let's start with answering the basic question. What is an AI agent? The word agent comes from the Latin agere, which means to act or to execute actions. So basically, AI agents are systems that act autonomously with minimal human input. Like secret agents such as James Bond, they don't just analyze, they execute. In order to explain how agents work, we've developed the SPAR framework, SPAR. For sense, the agents perceive information from various sources. After perceiving this information, they plan. So basically, they reason to map out solutions and to map out actions, sequences to implement. Then they act. Unlike traditional AI, agents execute actions. They update systems. They make real changes in the real world. And when those actions have been done, they reflect. So basically, they learn from experiences to improve and inform the next actions. To understand where we are today with AI agents, my colleagues and I have developed a progression framework that is very easy to grasp. Think of AI progressions like automotive driving automation. The 5 levels defined by the Society of Automotive, the SAE, go from level 0, which is no driving automation, so basically fully manual driving, to level 5, which is full driving automation. Let's start this comparison and to explain you the 5 levels of AI agents that we see. The first level are rule-based agents. So basically like cruise control, these agents follow fixed rules, leveraging mainly robotic process automation, basically RPA. I'm sure you've heard about this technology, which basically gives the same input, gives the same output. So basically it's fixed rules and you are sure of the output. Whenever you give an input, you will receive exactly the same output. Level 2 is intelligent automation, like advanced driver assistance, which can handle both speed and steering. So basically, these agents combine RPA with AI capabilities like machine learning, natural language processing, but still they can't adapt easily when processes vary. Level 3 are agentic workflows, the equivalent to highway self-driving. So these agents work with boundaries and adapt to variations in processes. Large language models serve as the key enabler for level 3 capabilities, allowing agents to understand goals, break them down into steps, and learn from outcomes. Level 4 agents are semi-autonomous, like autonomous self-driving car, but in specific conditions. These agents are autonomous, but only within defined domains. And finally, level 5, fully autonomous. These are cars that can drive anywhere, anytime. This level is still theoretical for both self-driving cars and agents. And for agents, think of Jarvis in Iron Man. I think that's a good illustration. For agents, the more we climb the framework, and the less time is necessary for implementation. Also, the less control we humans have on those agents. And finally, the less instructions we need to give to build them. You might wonder, so where are we today with those agents? The answer is remarkably similar to where we are with driverless cars. We are mostly at level 2, level 3, with limited experimentations at level 4 in specific contexts. So just like level 4 driverless cars are limited today to certain streets in San Francisco or Phoenix, those level 4 agents only work in very specific contexts. But the key insight here is not that it is like a maturity model where the higher levels are better than the lower ones. Think of this framework more like a catalog of different agents for different needs. For example, level 2 agents are deterministic and predictable. They are perfect for processes where you need full control over the outcomes, for example, in financial transactions or compliance checks. Level 3 agents excel in areas like customer service, where some flexibility and contextual understanding are essential. So success means matching the right agent level to the right use case. Now, to understand how current level of agents, which are level 3 agents, work, let's break them and see their anatomy. At its core, an agent is a large language model. On top of that, we add tools, and we give access to those tools via APIs, application programming interfaces. And we connect the agent to a memory, allowing it to learn and to improve in time. What is the level of adoption of agents currently in companies? AI agents are already delivering high benefits. Based on my experience, virtually all functions and industries can benefit from them. They represent a new kind of workforce, digital, tireless, and infinitely scalable. Agents work 24/7, they never sleep, they can deliver massive productivity gains. They improve customer experience, they free employees from repetitive tasks, and they can even power entire agent-led businesses. But despite the promise, it is challenging to be successful with agentic AI. According to research, fewer than 1% of companies have successfully scaled agentic capabilities. So to help you become part of this 1% of companies, my colleagues and I have identified 5 essential approaches to succeed with agentic AI. Let's dive in. The first critical success factor is about onboarding the agents the right way. Onboarding an AI agent should follow the same principles as onboarding a new employee. Let's take an example. Both Sarah, a human, and Joe, an AI agent, started the same day in the company. Let's walk through how similar their onboarding needs to be, including clear roles, proper access to the right tools, training, and early supervision. So basically, different nature, but same rules. The first point is about defining clear roles and responsibilities. Both Sarah and Joe need clarity on what they are responsible for, what success looks like, and what they should not do, and what they should do, of course. To achieve that, Sarah gets a job description, including performance indicators, performance expectations, and so on. For Joe, it should receive a prompt, including task scope and defined objectives. This includes both what it should do and what it should not do. It should also include examples of how it should do those things. When instructions lack precision, agents produce unpredictable results. Like one retail agent I've seen creating unauthorized discount codes. The second point is about providing context and knowledge to the new onboarded. Sarah needs company insight, tools, workflows, and historical data. Joe needs contextual data, relevant examples, and domain-specific grounding. So without context, both can make uninformed and irrelevant decisions. The third point is about setting permissions and access to tools. We don't give new employee or agent full access right on day one. We expand privileges as trust and performance grow. This is the principle of least privilege. This principle is essential because it limits security risks, prevents overreach, and keeps system easier to control. Just like a marketing intern should not access payroll, an AI writing assistant has no reason to see credit card data. Give only what's needed, nothing more. Fourth point is about monitoring performance. Just like Sarah starts with the probation period, AI agents like Joe should begin in a sandboxed environment because for both of them, early stage performance is fragile and untested decisions can be costly. Even after deployment, both require ongoing monitoring, feedback, and refinement. Whether human or agent, performance is not fixed. It's shaped through iteration, learning, and clear guidance. So Treat AI agents like new team members that you onboard. Poor onboarding led one retail company's agents to offer unsustainable discount, costing over $100,000 to the company. So onboarding is essential. Let's move to the second critical success factor, which is about setting smart boundaries for better control. If AI agents are like teenagers getting their first taste of independence, how do you give them freedom while maintaining appropriate boundaries? When my daughter turned 16 and got her driver's license, I did not immediately hand her the keys and say, take the car wherever you want, whenever you want. Instead, we established clear boundaries. So you get home by 9 p.m., no highways for the first months, no more than one friend in the car. And as she demonstrated responsibility, we gradually extended these limits. I mean, basically, the same approach works for AI agents. Start with guardrails. Define clear boundaries for what the agents can and cannot do. A financial service firm I worked with initially restricted their customer service agent to answering basic questions and scheduling appointments only. No account changes, no financial advice. But gradually, over time, after earning trust, they added more to the scope of the agent. So this reduced risk while building the confidence. And these are effective guardrails that includes implementation of specific thresholds, automated alerts for unusual patterns, or circuit breakers that can pause the agent actions if certain conditions are met. It is also about building observability. Just as I used a tracking app when my daughter first started driving, you need monitoring systems for your agents. We recommend that companies keep track of and log most of agents' actions and decisions. This is what we call observability. Observability serves two crucial purposes. It creates an audit trail for accountability, and it identifies improvement opportunities by revealing patterns in an agent performance. Finally, it's about establishing escalation path. Even the most reliable agents encounter situations beyond their capabilities. So ensure a clear path for escalating to human teammates when needed. Remember that? Just like parenting teenagers, the goal is not control for control's sake. It's about building trust while maintaining safety, gradually extending autonomy as capability develops. Let's move to the third critical success factor, which is about learning how to orchestrate hybrid teams of humans and AI agents. As I like to say, we are the last generation of leaders who will only lead people. The next generation will lead people and agents. So we need to get prepared for this reality. No human wants to be treated like a machine, and no AI agent needs inspiration or purpose. So managing both in one team is a challenge. How do you get such different players to create harmony? Let me share one of my experiences with Maria. Maria is the head of a trading desk, and initially she struggled with human analysts and AI agents on her team. At first, Maria treated the AI like it was just another human analyst, but she became frustrated when it didn't pick up on subtle cues or emotional context in their meetings. Then she swung to the other extreme, treating it like a simple tool that just needed programming. But neither approach worked. The breakthrough came when Maria realized she needed to adapt her leadership styles based on who she was leading. This is what we call bilingual leadership, speaking both the language of human motivation and the language of machine instruction. For human, focus on purpose, emotional connection, development. Help humans understand how AI agents make decisions and execute actions, and help them see agents as performance enhancers and not as threats. For AI agents, have precise instructions, guardrails, and regular maintenance. But most importantly, at the human agent intersection, as a leader, we need to build trust. And Maria created clear protocols for human AI collaboration. For example, each morning meeting now includes both human insights and AI-generated market analysis. Decisions about which trades to execute manually versus algorithmically are made transparently. Feedback flows in both directions. Humans evaluate AI performance while AI systems highlight potential human inconsistencies. The results were remarkable. Within 6 months, trading efficiency improved by 34%, human job satisfaction increased, and client relationships deepened as traders spent more time on strategic advising. Moving now to the fourth critical success factor, which is about scaling with intention. Consider how Pets at Home, the UK's largest pet care company, scaled its AI agent network. They began with a single veterinary scribe agent, built confident through the success of this agent, and used it to create a momentum that expands into other areas. So they built other agents in fraud detection, insurance integration, store support, and more. The key lessons we've learned from this transformation are the following ones. First of all, start with quick wins. The high impact, low risk use cases. Choose initial implementations where success is easily measured and failure consequences are minimal. This helps to build confidence while delivering fast results. The second is about combining top-down and bottom-up approaches. So basically, leadership provides strategic direction and resources, while frontline teams identify specific opportunities and implementation details. This dual approach accelerates adoption. Third important point is about implementing robust change management. This is absolutely critical and often underestimated. And this includes clear, consistent communication about each role and how they will evolve with the technology. It also includes providing everyone with 20% of their working time to experiment and learn new tools by themselves. We all know that class training does not work anymore when technologies change as fast as they do today. Third, revise incentives and OKRs that rewards effective human-agent collaboration. And third, leverage low-code tools to give employees ownership over how agents impact their work. For example, one healthcare provider created AI champion network with hackathons, resulting in 3 times higher adoption. So basically, the most successful implementations at scale follow a walk, run, fly approach. Start small and expand methodically, then scale rapidly once the patterns of success are clear. The final key to success is focusing on amplifying uniquely human capabilities rather than replacing them. In the short term, we need to help our teams build the skills required to work with agents. Three of them. The first one is workflow thinking. It's about teaching our teams to map end-to-end processes and identifying which parts are best handled by human versus agents. The second is intelligent delegation. It's about helping our teams to develop judgment about when to rely on AI and when to override it. Because micromanaging an agent is an efficiency killer. The third critical skill for working in the agentic age is being outcome focused. Shifting from evaluation based on hours worked or tasks completed to results achieved, regardless of whether humans or AI did the actual work. For the longer term, from our research, we've identified the three competencies of the future that are essential for thriving in the agentic age. The first competency is becoming change ready, building resilience and adaptability to a whole new level. And this is necessary for continuous transformation in a world where change is happening faster and faster. The second of the three competencies of the future is being AI ready. It's about understanding how to work with AI, its capabilities, its limitations. And finally, the third of the three competencies is being human ready. This is probably the most important one. It's about developing the uniquely human capabilities that make us different and complementary to AI. There are three of them. The first one is genuine creativity. This is driven by human emotional depth. The second is critical thinking and ethical navigation. And the third one is social authenticity, which is based on our shared human values. The greatest impact comes from a symbiotic relationship where AI provides technical precision and human provide emotion, creativity, and meaning. We are at an inflection point. AI agents represent something fundamentally new, systems that take action and that learn in the real world. Thanks to them, we can create a future where human work is no longer filled with mindless repetition. A future where agents help us achieve more faster with greater quality, freeing up our time to focus on what truly makes us human. Purpose, creativity, critical thinking, meaningful connections with others. And even more, agents give us back this precious time to be with our loved ones, to pursue our passions, and to take care of our planet. Now, you see, agentic AI has the power not just to advance us, but to make us more human. So I would like you to join me in realizing this dream where this technology makes our world more human, not less. Thank you.